Oh, hi, welcome to the Games Exchange podcast. This is episode 5. Last week I said 5, but it was actually episode 4. I got mixed up because we do it on a weekly basis, and it was the first episode of the new month, and months usually have 4 weeks, but I did not count the fact that we did not start at the start of the month during June. So this is the 5th episode, and I would like to thank all of you for the comments, but it got kind of out of hand. So we are going to change how the giveaway works. All the comments you had before are still valid. So each comment you had gives you a raffle for the giveaway. But moving forward, we will want it to be topic specific. We want this place to be a place where you learn and converse and show your passion about games. So, um, in one of our topics today, we will ask a question of the week, and your comment must be related to that question for it to be counted in the giveaway. So that's the update, and let's start with what we've been playing this week. Um, Leaf, how about you? What have you been playing this week?
Hey, so I've been playing Witcher 3 all week, since I just bought the Blood and Wine expansion. But I haven't gotten there, so I'm still trying to finish the main campaign.
Is that banging
Um,
from you?
yes.
I think that's from my end.
Sorry,
I thought
you know
that
how this place is.
I thought banging only happened during the night, Leaf.
What? No!
Well,
Uh,
What do you
there's a
know, guys?
construction going on since fire happened here.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Holy shit.
Anyway,
Anyway,
sorry,
yeah.
continue.
Anyway, yeah, Witcher 3. I think I'm already at the part. Well, yeah, spoilers or whatever. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything though. I'm probably 75% of the game. So yeah, of the main game, and
How do you know that
and
though? How do you know you're 75% in any game?
I just feel it. I don't know.
It's a feeling.
There's a
It's like,
feeling that you know that
oh my
you're
god,
getting
almost
closer to the end.
final boss time. Almost final boss. This is it, guys. I see a save point and lots of med kits and stuff. Just like Left 4 Dead, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just basing it on how much I've explored so far. So, I mean, I'm like, I explored 3 maps already,
I
and
mean, I
so
don't doubt you. I don't doubt your gamer sense, if there was such a thing. But like in general,
yeah,
how do you know?
I guess I'm just. I mean, if it's an RPG, I guess I'm just basing it on really how much I've explored the game
Uh-huh.
and the level of your character, and yeah, and story wise. I mean, it's been a while since I played, so there's been a lot of story progress I've seen so far.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yes.
that progression feeling, that progression sense, it often betrays you. Has that ever happened to you? Because I can think of 2 instances where it failed me miserably.
Yeah, I think in Dragon Age that happened to me.
It just happened
Like
to
you
you.
thought you're like you thought you're
On the
halfway and
same
then
game?
still like 10%.
Uh,
On the same game?
yeah, for me, it
No,
was
Dragon Age.
Dragon Age.
Well,
um,
yeah, Dragon Age, right there.
for me, it was
Dragon Age.
Dishonored. I thought I was about done with the game, but it apparently was just halfway. And it
Which
also
game?
and the Dishonored.
Okay.
I stopped halfway because I thought I was done. Same thing with Bioshock. There was this point where I thought it would have been the best ending for the game possible, but it continued.
Oh my God.
Anyway, the reverse happened to me with Crisis Core.
Crisis Core.
Done with it.
Sorry, you felt like you were just getting into the game, and then it's ended.
It's like the order.
Oh yeah, the order. Yeah, exactly. Just when things are about to get good, you feel like it's about to ramp up. Go. It's about 75% done. No,
Yeah.
it's done. Going.
I think, I think, I think though, before we go back, I think that visual novels will not have that same effect on you. Because visual novels have so many endings that there is no such thing as game, like, I know this is the ending. Nope.
Uh,
Sometimes the game's just, okay, you're dead. Bye. You have to
yeah,
start over.
you with visual novels or branching storylines,
Why
you
am I
kind
not
of
surprised?
expect to die
But like in
sometimes.
Virtuous Last Escape, like there's a chart, right?
Oh yeah.
So you can tell your progress though in Zero Escape.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah, for that game, but for most games, you just don't know.
Yeah, for the majority.
Yeah,
of them.
that's true.
Yeah, you don't really know. Or just like dead, or like, okay, bad ending. Here you go.
Or sometimes Senpai just, okay, I don't love you anymore, and then he just leaves, and you're like, what the hell did I do? And the game doesn't tell you anything. It's just, okay,
So,
you're left behind.
Goes black,
You're there.
right, Ricky?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, sorry. Go on.
Going back to the expansion, was there? Did you get the second one? The first one.
Yeah, I got the Blood and Wine. I wasn't able to get the Hearts of Stone.
Was there
And
any?
I'm not sure. About
Was there any change to the base gaming experience? Like, is there changes to the actual mechanics? Like maybe a skill tree or something, so that you can experience the expansion before getting to the expansion.
There's like another role added to the skill tree
Mm-hmm.
that's specific to the expansion, I think, and they said that the recommended level to play the expansion was 34, and I'm still at 23 or 24.
Mm-hmm.
So like I experienced the expansion yet, but I'm getting there.
Okay. So
Yeah.
this is the Blood and Wine, right? Did you get the physical or digital?
Yeah, I got the physical. I showed you the Gwent cards.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's really nice.
That
Yeah,
was a trick
because it's
question.
complete and has
Because even if you buy the physical, you still get the digital version of the expansion.
yeah, but you get
Because the only
cards.
physical part of the physical are the cards.
It's the cards.
Uh-huh.
That's actually fine. In my opinion, I'd rather have games like that because I'm a big fan of digital games.
True.
But yeah, yeah.
What
Yeah.
factions do you are the cards?
Wait, let me check. I think I have it here. Although I can't show it.
Yeah,
So
because you don't have a camera, fucker.
You should take pictures and then just post them and comment on the comment section
I,
because everyone wants to see
Yeah.
this really nice thingy.
Uh-huh.
it's Nilfgaard and Northern Realms.
It's not Nilfgaardian and Northern Realms. Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, so there's no monster deck, those fuckers.
The monster
Cameo.
deck is in the Heart of Stone.
Ah, okay. But at least when
Toyota's monster deck is in Heart of Stone.
when I play with you, there won't be a monster deck because
Yeah, monster deck. is-
those guys were annoying. So a monster deck
Exactly.
is really weird because the way Gwent works is that you have a limited amount of cards which you can use for 3 turns.
Mm.
And you can only draw from your deck under special circumstances, like if it's part of your win condition or part of your lose condition even, and or if a card pulls another version of itself out of the deck. The monster cards usually do the latter, where every time you play a monster, it summons a swarm of itself into the field. So
Oh, I love those kind of decks.
I hate you so much.
You should have had it, Leaf. We should play it on Monday.
Yeah, I wish I had the Heart of Stone version. but I
Yeah.
only have this.
Did
And also, what's weird about what's the advantageous about the monster deck is like they have this skill, right, that after each round they keep one
they
card
keep one.
on the table.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, so
So
they have lots of advantages.
so unless you got a card that destroys almost the entire row or all of them, they're almost always gonna win. But
Yeah, and then
you can counter it quite easily. But the first few times you fight them, it's a real hassle.
I love deck
yeah,
building
and
though.
Mm.
and there's one area that all players are have monster decks, so it's
Yes,
annoying.
I am at that area. You were asking me where I was with Witcher. I'm there.
You got stuck in
Yeah,
the
I
card
think
game? You got stuck in the card game, really? It's like you
Yes,
couldn't progress the game because you were too busy playing card games and not.
the same thing is currently happening to me with FF10. I'm too busy becoming a pro blitzball player or blitzball
Yeah.
manager
Baseball
that
player.
the world does not matter.
Kita.
Well, that's a good part about games. The world kind of waits for you to fail at like your side quest,
Mhm.
your side job, your side thing
Stuff.
before you can save the world.
But yeah, I think I'm done with that area, Carlo Mix.
Mhm.
The monster area.
I tried going back in, but I did not know where I was. I mean, it happened with almost every RPG. I think for everyone, where if you take a break and get back, it it's confusing. You need to find your bearings again. I used to have a RPG journal, like a diary for RPG games, just so that in case I stop, I know where to go moving forward. It was helpful during PS1 days, but I don't have it. I don't do that anymore. I really should, especially since RPGs are coming back.
Gaming fidelity.
Yeah,
I swear to God, I don't think you can do that anymore. I tried, even if with my 3DS games where you don't really need hand-eye coordination for all the like quests that they give you.
Uh-huh.
It just feels weird to go back to a game that you've stopped playing for quite a while. It's like going back to a province that you grew up on, and then when you go back, it feels so alien. So, no, I don't think you can do it anymore.
Yeah. You gotta
I think what's
you
great
have to
about
start over sometimes.
I think what's great about Witcher 3 though is it gives you a summary of where you are in the game,
Uh,
like the main storyline. So at least that helps.
Hi, welcome back from your gaming quest, man.
Welcome
We've
back
been
to life.
waiting for you to finish this damn game. Where were you?
it's like that Pokemon thing the newer versions had.
Yeah,
The
it's like
the
in the
previously
Pokemon where it gives
on.
you an idea where you are.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It tells you have caught a Pikachu. This is where you were last time. Please save the world. Yeah, I guess.
How
I
about
guess. I guess they do it really well.
how about you, Mick? What have you been playing this week?
I have not been playing
Aw.
anything. No, actually,
Shame.
as I've told you, last night, I've been pouring my heart and soul into a game that has not been released yet, which is, which is actually normal for all of us here.
Yes.
Where if a game is about to get released, or even the news of a game, I remember I was super excited for several, like let's say Blade and Soul, right? I remember I was super hyped for it, and it didn't come out, and then 5 years later it came out, and we were like, nope, I was already over you 5 years
Yes.
ago, and you never came. So for us, Pokemon Go, yeah, I've been making guides and helping the community for Pokemon Go. I think I've been playing a bit of Fallout, and recording it,
Nice.
but shut up, I got lost.
Wait.
Yes, I
Recording
got
it.
lost, and I recorded audio. I didn't record video because you would see how terrible my face
Hmm?
looked like because I got lost or I got shot or I stepped on a landmine, things like that. Um, what else? Yeah, one good thing that I was grumbling on my Facebook page about was I disliked my in-game hair
Mhm.
because it was too stiff. Because it's an old game, right? It was so terrible. I was like, is there a hair changer in this game?
Mhm.
And then Shiro, like a friend on YouTube, a friend on Facebook, and somebody from an anime group told me or linked me mods for my needs for the game. And now I think I need to stop playing and install mods on everything, even if I haven't finished it yet.
Oh, yeah, you've
It's
been
so great. Mods are the best.
you've been asking how to install mods, but isn't it supposed to be just a search function on Steam for Fallout mods?
Yeah, actually, there are some that are from a different site,
The
and
Nexus.
some of them are from Steam. Yeah. So the one that was linked to me, I think, was a Steam one,
Oh.
but the one I found was from another site. So I have to figure that one out because I want both. And to be honest, modding is like the best thing that's ever happened to me ever since Sims 3.
Uh-huh.
It's like I can't believe, are people paid for mods
No.
generally? They're
Um,
not, right?
you can donate. To,
Some of them are.
You can donate.
In Steam Workshop there are. But
They are.
most of the time it's free. Yeah. Some get paid by Steam, I think. If you're like a serious modder,
Nice. Well, for the most
it's a
part,
level.
I think that they're not. They just get donations from people. Thank you so much. You've improved my life. Here you go. Here's like $10. I
It's
think.
it's passion that drives them. Usually.
I know. It's so amazing. I remember there were dick mods or something on Skyrim, and I found that funny, but I haven't installed it. I probably will when I play Skyrim because I plan to play it too.
Okay.
But yeah, that's everything from me.
Well, as for me, did I talk about Fury last week? Or
Nope.
no? Okay. I tried Fury. It's this game from a small indie company. The big name on the development team is the what do you call this? The designer for the enemies. It's the guy who did Afro Samurai. So he designed the enemies for this game, and it's a boss battler where it's sort of bullet hell and hack and slash action at the same time. Leaf does not like this game. He found it boring.
Oh,
Yep, I don't like it.
Um.
I mean,
Okay.
just 5 stages is a lot for me. 5 points in a boss stage. I wish it was shorter, but I guess there's a shorter version, but it's probably not gonna be fun either. So I don't know.
Yeah, the problem is you see their life, and underneath their life it's there's little squares that signify stages, and every time you lower their life to 0, it changes a stage. So what happens is they get angry at you for beating them. So their attack patterns change. Your reaction times need to adjust sometimes. And then since it's sort of bullet hell, the patterns of the bullets change as well. I am enjoying it so far, but I think I am only down to the second boss. I haven't really reached the part where you are, Leaf. You're on what now? Third, fourth? Hello?
I was on the second one.
Oh, you're still on the second one. I was enjoying the second one. It's better than
I
jailer.
installed it afterwards.
But second one had more freedom compared to the first boss, which was fun.
It's the maze one, right?
Yeah, the maze one.
Yeah.
But Um,
I uninstalled afterward.
it's very simple. Your attacks don't change. You just need to utilize them in a specific way for certain scenarios. It remind it's a boss battler, and since I don't have anything of this genre of late, like I didn't buy Dark Souls. I haven't had a very difficult. I would consider a difficult game in a long time. I'm enjoying this quite a lot. Outside of this, I did try Monster Hunter. I bought the new game.
Oh, you bought it already.
Yeah,
That means you went out today.
yesterday. It was
It
out.
went out
It
yesterday.
was out. It it's very hard when your office is very near the game shop.
That's so unfair.
And
I
like
hate it.
I go on lunch, then walk to Data Blitz and buy a thing.
Especially if it's payday, and
Yes.
especially if it's release day, you
Mhm.
just can't stop here.
Yeah. I met Renhao there. He apparently won the contest. He's one of the
Yes,
7.
him and Joey and Chase. Yes, they won a figure, 2 figures, I think, the game,
Mm-hmm.
and a poster. Aside from the poster and the umbrella that you get during pre-order, they also won that. I think the figures were really good. I think.
Renhao will not get the umbrella. He pre-ordered from a different store. And
Yeah, actually, he didn't pre-order from a different store. He pre-ordered from some guy. So.
oh, okay,
No.
which was from a different store. It was so sad because we met yesterday and I got the game, and he technically bought a pre-order, and the store that had the pre-order did not have the game yet. So I was flaunting.
Oh.
I did this in front of him.
Was he sad?
Yes.
You like that,
Uh
huh?
huh. This is the first Monster Hunter where I've spent a lot of time on the tutorial. I didn't play the demo much because I didn't really understand the difference between the styles, and I was waiting for the main game so it will explain it to me. So this would be like after 5-7 games of Monster Hunter. This is the first time where I've really been in the tutorial because the styles change everything. I mean, it does not change much, but you still need to learn a lot of stuff. The way cooking and food is, the pre hunt meal is made is different as well. I haven't seen a lot of changes yet because I'm still in tutorial phase, but
Tutorial mode.
it feels new, and even though I love the concept in general of Monster Hunter, the basic concept, having something new is really refreshing.
The basic concept of killing innocent monsters, yes.
I'm working for an academy. Our purpose is research.
By killing them.
Yes.
Terrible,
Research.
terrible person.
More research is needed. They're
No.
surveyors. If the land is not, if they're trying to study a thing and then someone wants to kill them, I have to protect them. I'm a protector. Don't hunt. I'm their
And
bodyguard.
It's like, I am pro-life, man.
Shit.
I am pro-life. I'm not
Can
buying
you
that
say
game
that
'cause I'm
again?
pro-life.
My headset blink. What did you say?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I might not get that game because you kill monsters.
Check your Facebook.
No. What did you do?
Check your Facebook. Like now.
Did you do a thing?
I did a thing.
What did you do?
Wait.
Oh my gosh! There's a goat.
Did you see it?
Yes. Okay, I'm getting the game. How much is this game?
1/8.
Oh man, even if it's digital, is it
Ah.
more expensive through digital?
I
I don't
wouldn't.
want to go outside.
I don't know. Sammy bought it, but if you're planning on digital, you could try joining the giveaway.
No, seriously, I will. Because if I join the giveaway, it'll take longer for me to get the game, right? Let me. Oh my gosh, they really do have a goat. Can you bring it along?
Later? Yes. No. You do not endanger
my
the
way.
you do not endanger the goat.
No.
Not
They're
enjoying
there
it.
for they're there for morale, just like the cat.
Yes. No, the pig.
They
'cause
need to be
the-
they need to be with you. They need to be with you and cheer you on.
Yes.
And just stare at you. I don't mind if they just sit there and stare. It's like in Guild Wars 2. I have a goat in Guild Wars 2 and it does nothing. Like literally nothing. They just sit there.
it's
But they
im-
swim sometimes.
it's imaginary morale for you, right?
No. I have to see them because I might forget. I'll think about it. Yes.
Okay, that's Ara. How about you? You've been
Wait.
gone on an adventure, and you've tried a lot of things, foreign things, exotic things.
What do you mean exotic things?
Do you wanna share?
I wouldn't even count as exotic. But anyways, I went to a lot of arcades in Japan.
Uh-huh.
There's a lot of rhythm games there, like a serious lot of rhythm games. It's really cool because they have a lot of types of rhythm games. Not only limited to playing like a DJ or like Dance Revolution or whatever. They have a lot, like a serious lot. And then they also had this really cool arcade game where I don't really know the mechanics because it's all in Japanese, obviously.
Okay.
But you play like a gunslinger, and it's like an RPG, and then you fight people online, which is really cool because it's like one really big screen. It's called Gunslinger Stratus. They also have another game called Lord of Vermilion.
Oh, like the spell.
Wow, that's like a spell.
Yeah, right. The spell.
Yeah, that's from Ragnarok, right? And then I played the Cydia on
Nice.
arcade. It's a little weird with the R1, R2, L1, L2 thing because you play it on the PSP, right?
Yeah.
Or PS Vita.
Mhm.
So yeah, and then we only played the tutorial mode because we didn't have the those game card things
Uh-huh.
to connect people to the internet.
So it's an
Well,
online
so
game.
it's like you have to buy and register yourself before you can actually go online.
Yeah, pretty much that's how their games actually play. Even the rhythm games, like even DDR, they have the data card that connects you to the internet so that you can store all your points, all your stuff
It's like
online.
stored in a cloud.
Yeah,
That's
like
amazing.
ban and passport.
We've had a version of that here with the initial D things,
Hmm?
because that's how it started basically, and then it just went from there. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Okay. So yeah, then that's pretty much what I really played. And then I bought the Mega Man Zero collections, like the old GBA thing,
Oh,
the Mega Man Zero series
for where?
for the DS,
Okay.
from Japan. Yeah.
Wait, so is it in Japanese?
Yes, it's in Japanese.
Well, you don't really need to know what they're saying because you've technically already played it, but
Yeah.
that sort of sucks, kinda, because you can't see and then whatever they're saying. Oh shit! It really is a DS. It's a DS card.
Yeah, it's a DS card, so it's like, screw you,
Yeah.
region lock. I
Um,
bought it. It was
Okay.
so cheap. So
Wait.
cheap. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been playing.
That's how you know if it's a DS card. If it's black, it's a DS card. If it's gray, it's a new 3DS or a 3DS card.
Okay.
That's amazing.
The good thing about it is they also had the manual inside. Like the case was really thick, unlike the NA version. It's like really thick, and then they had the manuals inside, which like had like around 15 pages. We don't have that anymore.
That's because it's from the DS era.
Yeah, but still, we don't really have much booklets now. So yeah, that's what I've
I
been doing.
cry. Like, wait, good question. Did Monster Hunter have a booklet? This
No.
is very important. Oh, what the fuck? This is a scam. Return that fucking box. why I no longer buy like physical games because it
It,
doesn't have booklet.
for
It's not a booklet. Look, it's like
pamphlet.
terrible piece of paper. There's nothing inside. This is why I love Etrian games. They still have that. This is how to play the game, and then you
Yeah.
have the how to move and how to like battle, even if the gameplay isn't super interactive. As long as you have the booklet, it's like, come on, man. Why you no more pamphlets?
You would think
Booklet,
that
I
a
mean.
game that changed a lot of stuff to its core mechanic would have something to say about something, but this is basically the Nintendo seal of approval. What capabilities the game at it has, like local play, internet, and street pass, and the health warnings. It
That's it,
sucks.
right?
Yes.
Yeah, it majorly sucks because it's one of the things I look forward to in a new game. Like, oh,
reading.
how did they make this? Don't you think it's funny?
Oh, they
Like,
pay you.
offshoot from
They
that.
charge you extra for that stuff now. It's called collector's edition.
No. Wait, don't you think it's funny that most games don't have guidebooks anymore? Like, let's say with how, or they don't tell you how to play the game.
Um,
Case in point, Pokemon Go. Because when it came out, they just tell you, okay, go, I capture Pokemon. You're like, how the hell do you do this?
Mhm.
And they show you the Pokemon in front of you. And so there's an ongoing meme that says, okay, throw your phone
oh,
at
okay.
it. And then they literally do throw their phone at something that's not there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they stopped teaching people and expect people to just automatically know.
Yeah, because
Right?
they also want the sense of discovery. People, when people do a thing for themselves, it releases a chemical reaction in the body. They feel proud.
Oh,
Yes.
no. By
Like-
throwing your phone at something.
No!
No.
That guy felt sad because he did not do it the right way. Speaking of Pokemon Go fails, there was actually a person who did the microwave thing. I'm so sad for that guy.
I don't think that's real though. I think
Yeah, I
they
don't think
did
it was
But
real.
I hope it is, because if it is, he didn't learn from the past. What was the old one where it was charging, right? To charge your iPhone, microwave it. The old one.
What?
Oh
Was that
my
really
gosh.
real?
Yeah.
I
Please
don't
don't
think that's
breathe.
real. I don't think that's real.
What do you mean? What do you think? What do you mean by it's not real? The tip or people doing it?
Like people reacting to it. They just do it to counter troll. Like, I have this broken phone, let's just microwave it and pretend to rage.
Yeah,
Things
cause
like that.
Yeah.
To counter troll.
true.
Although there's actually a YouTuber who microwaves things though, so
Yeah.
that's different.
I remember that guy too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's also one YouTuber I think who cooks on random stuff.
Cooked on.
And, like,
Okay.
On random stuff, yes. Like chocolate on something, and then he just eats it and it's terrible. And people enjoy that, so yeah.
Anything
Sorry,
else,
Ara.
Ara?
Nothing really. It's just that Japan's full of a lot of pop culture, especially
Ah.
Tokyo, and expensive.
Mhm.
Yes.
Is it for real expensive or feels expensive because there's a lot of digits?
It's just that the amount actually adds up eventually, because let's say you get from one place or another that's around 100 to 440 yen. Then there was this one day where we went to Fujikyu, and then we spent like 2,000 yen, or rather 2.5 thousand yen going to the place, spending around 5,700 just for the all rights, then going back by 3,000 yen. So like, yeah, that
So-
doesn't include the food yet.
So your words are foreign to my native ears. How does that? How much is that?
How much is that
in
in
local?
peso?
Yes.
Okay, so so let's say 2.5k. Okay, so 2,500 yen is around 1/8 pesos. Let's say around that 1/8 pesos. No, it's actually
1.8.
1.4 thousand pesos
Mm.
going to Fuji-Q. Then in Fuji-Q, all around pass, that's 5,700. So that is around 3,000 pesos.
Mm-hmm.
And then going back is 3,000 something yen. That's around 1/6. So around, let's say, 9,000 pesos for one day.
Mm-hmm.
7 to 9. Yeah, it's like expensive.
But then, if you're a tourist and you're traveling, isn't it the same here? Like
Yeah,
when you go
yeah,
on
true.
like team outings and you're forced to spend money and travel. That's the only example I can think of because that's the only time I actually go outside.
Not for long though.
Isn't that well, Pokemon Go?
Yeah.
What can I say?
I'll be more active when Pokemon Go arrives when it comes to outings and
me
stuff.
too. But that's what But I think it's not that expensive if that's your main goal. Because I believe that if we probably live there, it should be kind of okay. That's what I think.
Yeah, the 10 days was like really worth it, but I can't really say it's expensive because we splurged a lot
Mhm.
on
Of
goods,
course you should.
especially food. Food, my God, food.
Mhm.
Food is so
Food-
good. Even
food you
convenience
should.
store, good.
Yes.
If I went to Japan,
Okay,
food
so
would
yeah.
probably be the last thing I would spend on. Cause
Ice.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I'm not a
That's what you
fan
would say.
of Japanese food. If I find Jollibee or
not
KFC or
Japanese
McDonald's,
food.
I'm going there.
Hello, Miguel. It's not. We weren't eating sushi and or
Okay.
shit. We were eating like rice. We were eating rice with like curry rice. Udon. You know the stuff except sushi, because I can't technically eat all sushi.
She's just like you. What are you trying to say?
Huh? Cause
If she had fun, she's like worse than you.
no, cause
At
I
food.
hate
Okay.
I hate the I'm not a fan of Japanese food. I mean, the way they treat food, where you it's very opposite of how I was raised. Like, the food should never be. You should never put ketchup, or you should never add salt, add pepper, because it is prepared the way you should eat it. In Japanese, the culture is you decide, you provide your own flavor. Someone dropped out.
Yeah, it was safe.
It's me.
No, not really. With regards to how we ate, they already
Incorporated.
not all the food is actually bland.
Uh-huh.
The food we ate, actually, especially the curry and the soba, and a lot of stuff, we didn't actually have to put flavor on it. The flavor's already there.
Okay.
Like, so yeah, it's not always applicable to all kinds of Japanese food.
Yeah, just it's the same here, but in general, not a fan.
Okay, fine.
You
I
can't
think
you
though,
can't
I-
you can't counter with exceptions though, because in
No,
general.
no. What I'm trying to say is, based on experience, when you travel, how they say this is how, like, let's say this is how Filipino cook food,
Mhm.
and then when you're from the States and you eat like local, this is how Filipino people make their like pork, and then you eat it there, versus eating lechon here in Cebu. It's like a totally different dish.
That is probably a factor.
Okay.
Because
So,
the
Yeah.
quality
like when you go
of
there
meat is
and you
different.
eat their curry, it's totally different.
Mhm.
That's why
I'm fine
I
with
think
curry.
that's what Aaron's trying to say.
It's
So good,
it's just everything
Mickey.
else.
Oh my gosh, like you can just like keep eating, and then their servings aren't that bad. Like you spend around, let's say, 200, it's gonna be a big bowl. it's more than enough for me.
Mhm.
I tried to say I should go there by myself and leave everyone else behind. Just have fun by myself.
In Japan.
If you go to Japan, Mick, we will weigh you before and after.
Okay, good idea.
It's a good thing I didn't do that.
You'd feel terrible about gaining weight.
I feel no, not entirely, because I still brought some food with me, but I'd still feel really terrible because I gained weight, but I lose it. So yeah.
Well,
Okay,
yeah, because
that's me.
you were. I remember you were working out so hard before this like whole trip.
In preparation
And now-
for the food.
In preparation
Yeah,
for walking. Oh god, the walking's like really, 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 really tiring. Like 10 days where my feet were so agonizingly painful.
Oh my god, so much cardio. They're gonna survive a zombie apocalypse. Let me tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's me. Then what I played in Japan and what I ate in Japan.
Leaf, anything else you want to talk about before we move on to the news?
Nothing. Fallout PC. Yeah, that's later, but yeah, I think that's it. That's all I've played.
Really? Okay. Same for me. I haven't played much. Hokken is out on PS4. I haven't played it yet, but I do play the PC version. It's really fun. So let's move towards news. So Leaf, as with news, you're very excited that Pokemon Go will now be working on your phone.
Yeah, I've been complaining about that for a while.
What was the
Because
particular issue again?
I think it didn't work on smartphones that has Intel's CPU as its processor.
Why?
So-
Well, they technically
So yeah,
disabled it because there's a chance that Intel CPUs might blow up
Oh.
because they heat up super easy, and when you use GPS and your data, your phone can get super hot. Like my phone, when I played it for the short time that we were able to do it, it heated up. It killed my battery from 100 to like 75 in like 30 minutes to an hour,
Mhm.
and it was so hot. It was like I left it aside to die hot.
To die.
Yeah, it was like that. So I don't know. Maybe they want to risk it for more people playing the game.
I think they did a fix. I think I don't know how they could solve that by coding. Maybe they optimized a lot of stuff so that processing would not be hit that much. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they probably think that not a lot of people are using smartphones that has Intel as its processor, and they probably when they research or stuff, they found out that most people were using the other versions. So maybe they just didn't anticipate that people were actually using the Intel ones. It's possibly one of the reasons. But yeah,
Or
I'm
they-
very excited about
So speaking of Pokemon Go, did any of you watch Twitch plays Pokemon Go?
I haven't. Well, I tried to actually, but it was already closed.
Yeah.
Like it turned off, so I wasn't able to do it.
I think they got banned because you technically the way they did it was, they were spoofing IP location because they're doing it based off an algorithm where player commands move you up a bit, move you in the world, and then they really can't do that in real life because you have to wait for the majority of people to walk. So everything was done by math.
By bots.
Yeah,
By bots, technically.
by bots.
So yeah, they should get banned for it. It'd be so unfair if like capturing Pokemon is done by bots. And if they allowed that, then there would be no. Then they should never release trading. Like Pokemon trading should never be a thing if they allow like bots to play the game.
Yeah. Um, what do you call this? It's actually very interesting because for me because Pokemon Go, Twitch plays Pokemon was about 2 years ago,
Mm.
and Destructoid was still a thing. Revision 3, no, Destructoid is still a thing. Revision 3 was still a thing. Adam Sessler had the internet plays Adam Sessler thing, and it reminded me how fast time went because Twitch honestly Twitch plays Pokemon feels new, right? Like about maybe a couple months ago or a year to you guys.
Man, I remember we were cheering on Twitch Plays Pokemon Go
No,
for Erica Jim because I was watching it in the office,
uh-huh.
and he had such a hard time trying to enter the
Gym itself.
the gym itself because you had to have the perfect set of instructions,
Uh-huh.
and they were able to do it eventually until they got to the anarchy versus democracy setting,
Oh,
which
yeah.
ruined the game for me, which ruined Twitch Plays Pokemon for me, because now it wasn't this whole Zerg mind
Mm.
moving the game, which was terrible. But it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah. They even did.
Oh,
the-
I found the Lord Helix.
oh yeah, the
Yes,
Lord
Lord
Helix.
Helix! That was so funny. That was like the best.
They
We
actually
found the Helix box.
Yes.
they added. I'm not sure if it's the same group of people, but they, do you remember the goldfishes playing Street Fighter?
Yeah.
That was fun
I
too.
remember that. Yeah, but Pokemon Go was the first
Yeah,
one
it was a big
that went
a big
big.
deal.
Yeah.
I think they tried to capture that moment again with Pokemon Go, but I think Niantic shut them
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, they should. I side with Niantic on this one. Like, fun factor versus allowing commercial bots to run the place. I'm not big on that.
I'm reading their update and they weren't apparently shut down. They closed it because they were not happy with how their algorithm works. I mean their logistics. So they're fine tuning it. Then maybe when they will try again, they will
Yeah.
probably be banned by Niantic.
I think they were probably questioned, like, how are you able to play this game with bots? Something like that.
Because Twitch plays Pokemon normally requires input. Pokemon Go does not have input outside the Pokeball thing, right?
Mm.
Yeah, so it was really weird.
Like, speaking of Pokemon Go, the weirdest. I mean, there are people who make money out of playing the game for you. That's why there shouldn't be bots in the first place. Because I've heard that there are people who offer services like, I shall be your driver. I will drive you around while you capture Pokemon.
Oh, you can set
Or-
that up. You can set that up with Uber, I think.
Yeah. Or I will walk for you so that your eggs. This is so wrong. I will walk for you so that your eggs will hatch.
Uh-huh.
But that's what it mainly is. So they borrow your phone
Uh-huh.
and then they walk around so that because some of these eggs are like 15 kilometers before they hatch, and that's a lot of fucking walking. That's
I wish
Right?
I had Pokemon
Far.
Go when I was in Japan.
And it's
Lord. I swear.
the walking thing is based off GPS data, right? Not
Yeah.
steps.
yes. So it's like if you walk on a treadmill,
It won't
doesn't
work.
You
Wow.
just walk in Because you just walk in place. You have to walk in real life so that it's actually no you're moving. So I know you were thinking about it.
Yeah,
I know you were thinking.
I have to
It
go
doesn't
out.
work like the DS.
Yes,
Yeah.
you have
So it's
to
like the
walk.
DS.
Like
Yes, it's,
no.
no,
Like,
not like the DS, because the DS is just like a pedometer.
yeah, it's
Oh,
based
okay.
off steps.
Yes, but for their game, they made sure that you had to walk in real life,
Uh-huh.
so that it counts. It counts as like so you're forced to see other people. You're forced to go outside. That's why I heard that some people feel awkward standing outside a church. So what
Oh.
they did was they would go to church at night so that no one would be there and they just stand outside the church trying to capture Pokemon or stand outside someone's house because it used to be a church
Uh-huh.
capturing.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Super awkward. Like it's 2 a.m. and you look outside the window and there's somebody outside standing there. Like what is he doing? Apparently trying to capture Pokemon.
Yeah, but I think a lot of people here, even the non-gamers, are into it. So most of us will understand. But for those that don't, yeah, it's gonna be pretty weird. Imagine
Yeah.
your feeling regarding your neighbor, but having it happen to everyone.
I know. Super awkward. Oh, by the way, I heard because in the group we had this running joke like, what if you're outside playing Pokemon Go? And do you guys remember when you play Pokemon and you meet another trainer
Oh, you have eye
and then a
contact?
Pokemon battle happens?
Yes.
Yeah, and you have eye contact and then you're like, hey, you're wearing shorts. Let's battle. That actually happens in real life, according to
What?
people. 'Cause
According to
we don't
people.
have the game yet.
Uh-huh.
They just don't battle. They just like you have eye contact and he's looking at his phone and then he sees you looking at your phone and you're both like, yeah, I know what you're doing. I know you're playing the game. I know when you're standing out here 12 noon in the heat because you tried to capture this meow. Stuff like that. It's so great. It's just so wonderful.
There will be people out there who will do the encounter theme.
Yeah, you know what? Let's be those guys. Let's
'Cause
like
I
What?
can't do it.
Ryu.
Yes. Like we whisper while looking at the phone, staring at them intensely, and do the
yeah,
theme.
right?
Uh-huh.
That's why a lot of people have been demanding like Pokemon Go merchandise. Like they want the hat. They want like
Team
their
specific shirts.
team specific shirts, right? They've been asking it from me since I'm admin for the Pokemon Go group. And it's like that's such a great idea. Like while you're walking, you don't have to tell people, "Hey, I'm actually playing this game. Look at my phone." It's like, "Hey, bro, you're a bro. Let's battle." But of course, you can't do that.
Uh-huh.
But I hope that we'll have battles soon, because that would be super cool. But yeah,
Any idea when
gosh.
it's releasing here? Because a lot of people have been pasting a lot of things, and most of them are contradicting each other. People are just too
I
excited
know,
for
right?
news, and they can't fact check.
yeah. No, it's more like I need the game, please.
Uh-huh.
No, we don't have any.
Yeah, we don't have.
Because seems like they're focusing on EU, but you know, I'm pretty sure we'll get there eventually.
We
Third
are
world country. Oop.
we are being punished for destroying the Australian server during first day. We won't have the game.
Oh really?
No. But
Oh,
I would like to
really?
think that we are being punished. At least there's a purpose as to why we don't have the
Oh,
game yet.
Man, there is no purpose. It just only shows that hey, you're not a big spender for our game. You're not a priority. You have to wait like the rest of the world.
In-
That's also a third one. It's just you just have to accept that we are not a rich country. That our internet is super slow.
No,
that
our internet is actually fine. It's up to industry standard. It's just people's phones most of the time
it's
are
just
not.
expensive. It's
That one.
super expensive.
That's why you
Yeah,
go for
'cause
the
we
plan packs.
You have to pay more than the rest of the world to get quality service. So that in stuff is already terrible.
Speaking
Right?
of being expensive, have you heard that T-Mobile or something in America is making Pokemon Go free for their subs?
Yeah, I saw that. Because it doesn't consume a lot of data, and that would give them an edge over their competition.
How
I
many
think it's a really smart move.
how many people do you think will move over to T-Mobile?
I think
Oh.
they'll just get a subscription on top of what they already
Okay.
have
Just for Pokemon
and
Go?
see how it works.
Yeah.
Just for Pokemon Go. Because I know so many people who talk to me and ask me, like, what plan should I get? What phone should I get? I plan to get a smartphone. I've never had a smartphone before. I'm gonna fucking get a new smartphone just for this game. And there are so many people who are like that. And one, I think it's great. It's good for the gaming community that it affects the world positively. Two, it's good for businesses, and what's good for businesses is good for games. And what's good for games is great for me because more games for everyone. So, yeah.
What did you suggest for the people who ask you what plan you should get?
I gave it. I didn't give a standard answer because, they have to relate to where they're from. Like, are you near a Globe Center? How much money can you spend? Can you spend for postpaid? Can you spend for prepaid? You already have a phone that works with the game. These are the questions that you have to ask yourself before you can actually pick a phone or a subscription or a phone that you might want. So yeah.
Okay, that's a very general answer. Mine would be if you plan to play Pokemon Go for the entire month, Globe's 999 plan would work for you. You get a phone that's compatible. And the data allowance for that is about 3 gig, and then you'd probably spend about 300 MB a day if you.
I actually researched this. I have the data. I have tables for it. I posted it on my blog. But so if you're a student, so if this guy is a student and he comes to me and asks me, did you know that Globe actually has this data? It's called Super 20, where you spend 20 pesos for 3 days. It gives you an allowance of 500 GB. And if you're a student, right, you don't actually have all the time to play this game. Because number one, it will kill your phone. I doubt that you can play the game in like 2 hours
500
before
MB.
before your phone dies. And you have no place to charge. So if it's for 3 days, 500 MB, 20 pesos. That's already so much saved. And the great part is this plan is not available for anywhere except Cebu.
Nice.
It's like Cebu only internet, which is super nice if you're a student because, I don't have all the money in the world. But if you're somebody that's working, right, you have the ability to get a plan from Globe or Smart, and you can talk. That's what I always tell them. You talk to somebody from Globe or Smart, and then have them recommend something to you so that it's much better. But if you ask me from the research that I've done, you get any phone you want and get the 999 plan. Because that's good for a month. You can have Facebook, you can have Spotify, whatever, Spinner, and that's everything
you also
need.
suggest the 999 plan, right?
Yeah,
Same.
999 plan. If you are on prepaid, because I know a lot of people don't want to get postpaid because they can't submit the requirements.
No commitment issues
I
for a
do
lot
not
of
recommend.
people.
Yes. For Sun, never get Sun prepaid
Yes, though.
internet. It's the worst. The website is terrible and the internet plans are terrible too. Never get it. They only offer 1 GB for 30 days and that's like never enough. For Smart, they have a this plan for a week. I can't remember what the text It's on my blog. You can check it there.
Mm.
But Smart has a prepaid plan for a week. That's kind of okay. The one I recommend, my super only something, and it's 25 pesos, I think. Oh wait, yeah, 25 pesos for 3 days, which is not as good as what Globe is offering, which is only 20.
Yeah,
So yes,
mhm.
I really researched this.
Yeah, that's why you weren't able to play anything this week. I understand.
Yes,
How
yes.
about the two of you? Any plans at all for Pokemon Go? I know, Ara, you would have want to have the game when you were in Japan because you were walking a lot.
Yeah.
But now that you're back in
But I
Cebu
did
and
try
walking
actually.
is not
I actually
a
tried
thing.
to sorry, I actually tried to download the game,
Uh-huh.
but it didn't work. So yeah.
Okay. Is it released in Japan? It should be, right?
When we left, yes. When we were there, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they actually released it late in Japan, which is why a lot of Japanese people were so mad. It's like, we are Pokemon. What the hell are you doing?
Where is Niantic from? Let's Google that for a bit. While we do that, Leaf, any thoughts on Pokemon Go? Are you still here? He's not
Yes,
here.
I'm still
Oh,
here.
he's here.
I'm sorry. I took
But yeah,
all
I'm
the
just
time.
excited that I'm able to play it on my phone now, and yeah, I'm currently using the Globe plan, the GS99. Hopefully that's enough. But if it's not, then I'll look for other Globe plans to
Oh, let me
make the
recommend something.
transitions smoother when I'm
Let
playing.
me
But
let me recommend something. What's good about all the plans that are available is that, let's say you are currently subscribed to Globe and you're postpaid, but you don't have internet. You just have to text something, and it'll automatically charge you. You just have to like subscribe to their data plan by texting something. You just need to have enough money, and they'll give you internet. You just have to have money. That's it.
Okay, Niantic is
oh, okay, cool.
from San Francisco. Why did they start in Australia?
I think that I don't know actually. I think it was posted
Probably
on
here.
Self-Go about where they tested the game in the beginning,
Uh-huh.
and I think that Australia had the least number of people playing, so they started there. But everyone else was too excited to play the games, so probably the servers broke, and now we are stuck with no game.
Okay, moving on from Pokemon Go. Anna was released today. Was revealed. Sorry, earlier this week. A lot of people thought it was going to be Sombra. The name was going to be Sombra. Do you know if this is the same person? Because
No, I don't know.
you know, you don't know. So
No, I don't.
Anna is a support sniper. She heals
Yes.
you from afar.
Mm.
This is a very weird concept. Any thoughts on the character concept?
I think that's
in
not
general?
weird. Have you guys played Terra online?
No.
No? Have you played Terra, Ara?
Huh? What, Terra?
Yes.
Yes.
No. No.
No? None of you played
Sadly.
Terra? Oh my god, I disown everyone! No, just kidding.
I'm sorry, Mom.
We weren't friends when you guys were into Terra.
Yeah, we weren't friends.
Oh.
In Terra, their healer actually is a skill shot heal. So if you dodge while the healer was trying to heal you,
Mm-hmm.
you don't get healed.
Okay, understandable.
It's obviously it's not an alien concept to like snipe heal people, because there's like a lot of skill involved when it comes to healing. It's not anything new, especially for burst healing, because they wanna make sure the healer doesn't get bored by playing the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I would know.
I understand that part. It's not a rare concept as well for people who play Monster Hunter. Your gunners, the short gun bows and the long gun bows mostly have healing shots, and they are ranged, and most of the time people just dodge out of them because people dodge
Oh
out
shit!
of everything. because that's how the game is.
Oh, man.
You can't get hit because you will die. But yeah,
I wonder what other games are like that.
Isn't this also in Dead Space 3? Like, you can heal people by shooting them, right?
There was heal in Dead Space 3?
Remember? Yeah, there was. I healed you a couple of times.
Oh, on
Or you healed me.
multiplayer.
Yeah, multiplayer.
That must generally
Remember?
suck, right? Let me shoot you so you get healed. Ugh. And
Yeah.
let me heal.
And it heals you too, actually.
I don't remember
Oh,
healing in
yeah.
that
There was.
place. There
It's
was.
like you shoot them injections or something.
Uh-huh.
Like
So
serums.
that's so fun.
But
That's so fun.
the thing that's weird is because it's sniper. You actually have it's interesting for me because
I mean, for a shooter game, it makes so much sense, right?
you want
for
your
an
support
FPS game,
you want your support to
do
be
not die.
Uh-huh.
So it makes sense because, like, let me tell you, I've been playing Overwatch like at least 3 games per day, and it's the worst when you're Mercy and you accidentally shift to anyone.
Uh-huh.
It's the shittiest thing ever if you're a healer and you don't have a Zarya on your team, because
Or-
you will die. It's like when they see your wings. I mean, even if I see the enemy Mercy and I'm somebody that kills people, if I see her wings, any form of Mercy, I will run after it and I will die just to kill her.
Yeah, I understand.
With the new hero,
Uh-huh.
it's so good because you get to be safe, shoot people, and then transfer to a different location, right?
She does not have traversals. Her basic the skill set that was presented did not show traversals. Like with
Yes, it didn't.
with Widowmaker, she had the thing, right, where she had the
Yeah.
grapple hook. How is she gonna get a good vantage point? Is she like Genji and Hanzo that will just climb?
I actually don't know that.
Oh.
She doesn't have that. She doesn't have that at all. Huh. That makes it more fun, right?
Uh-huh.
She really has to be protected in some fashion, just like Zenyatta.
Zenyatta is cool, okay? That's my main
Man.
support.
And he is so gonna get a buff. It's gonna be so great.
They just released a patch. I
To get
haven't played it yet.
250. Oh man, okay. Let me tell you what I remember. So, Zenyatta's gonna get 250 HP. His
Nice.
shield is gonna get a buff. So, only his shield. His HP is still shit. So
It's-
if like if Zarya
It's still 50,
Zarya,
right?
what's her name?
May.
It's still 150. His HP is
Oh, you're talking about Symmetra, right?
no. So I was trying to say if I guess
Symmetra.
I was. So if Symmetra tries to right click Zenyatta's gonna die because it goes through the shield.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
But you can dodge
what else?
Symmetra's balls.
Yeah, unless you're super lucky and you're clustered in like this one area because
Uh-huh.
you were trying to, into the iris, you will so totally die. Right?
Uh-huh.
Anyway, Diva's gonna get a buff. So we talked about this. Apparently the buff isn't her damage or her HP. Apparently it's gonna be her crit hitbox because her tummy is
Oh yeah, it's very
like
huge.
this-
You
this is how
you
it's
crit
huge.
on her a
Yeah,
lot.
so that's gonna change. And when she ults, she is not gonna die anymore.
Okay.
Which is
Oh,
I
she
think
yeah,
the
because
best
she kills
thing
herself, right?
that ever. Yeah, she kills herself
Uh-huh.
if she doesn't hide, but her teammates don't die.
Uh-huh.
And the radius of her ult is gonna get changed too, so more fancy ults from her in the future. And the best part about it, in my opinion, is her shield. So right now, Diva's shield is like
Broken as
just
fuck.
press E, wait for cooldown. It's
Uh-huh.
not OP. It's more like, oh no, it's down. We can shoot her and she will die. But with her new shield, it's gonna be something that you can turn on and off, just like the way Tracer's zoom ability is, where you have 3 charges.
Oh,
Her
nice.
shield's gonna have like this decaying shield. Once it
Uh-huh.
totally decays, that's when the cooldown starts. So if you're super pro, you can like make quick shields to counter like things for a short while, because it's unblockable. I mean, you can technically block everything with her
Mm.
shield. Well, in theory, can you block like Reinhardt's dash if you shield? I've never
Uh,
tried that.
what shield? Do you mean Reinhardt's shield? Can Reinhardt
No,
block
when he
Reinhardt?
dashes. No,
No,
when
you
Reinhardt
get
dashes
pushed.
with D.Va, you get pushed, right? Okay, so you can't block that. Okay, thanks.
So, I'm gonna
I'll
pull
keep
up
that in mind.
let me pull up the video for Anna right now. But just continue on what you've been talking about.
So what else? I think that's mostly the updates that I've been excited for. I think there were some nerfs to people, but they weren't really impacting.
Mhm.
I can't seem to remember all the others right now,
I'm
but that should be it.
I'm looking at the video right now and trying to see how Anna travels.
Mhm.
She had a
Doesn't
high
say
jump.
any.
She apparently had a high jump because in Anubis, the map where you go towards point B, where you go to the side,
Mm-mm.
to the right side, there's a stack of bricks there that you normally can't jump up on, but
Mm.
she was able to do so. I think her jump is higher than normal, but this is just speculation. We won't know until she finally revealed.
And a nice update that I should absolutely mention is when Mercy ults, she has to do this whole pose, and she raises her hand like this. When she ults, she can now like let me
You can-
Restrict will now take a bit longer to charge, but Mercy will be a lot safer when activating the ability in the middle of combat. So yeah, that's it. She can technically fly ult, because before, while you're flying
You
or
can't do a
shifting
thing.
to your team, she ults and just freezes midway. So now, when you're flying, you can ult fly and not freeze, and fly to wherever you were going anyway. So you can ult safely at the cost of not dying. So I think that's great.
But I want her to be interrupted. Because Mercy for me is an annoying part of the enemy team.
And she's great on your team, cheater. Oh! One more really awesome thing. Because I grieved when they nerfed McCree.
Yes.
There is an update to McCree. They're not going to change everything they changed. The only change is that his normal attack, because right now, when you shoot people from afar, the damage gets reduced.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, McCree can shoot people from afar, and he
Maintain
will
damage.
maintain this
Nice.
damage. Yeah. Because remember when Justice reigns from above,
Mm-hmm.
and when you see her flying and you try to shoot her down,
You can't with
it
McCree.
takes a while. It
Yeah.
takes a while, yes. So
Even though
now,
you got a headshot, you still can't.
yeah. But now it should be like totally cool.
Mhm.
Yep.
Um,
I
did
think
an-
that's mostly it.
yeah, for Overwatch, did any of you catch the new old console Nintendo announced? Oh,
Yeah. Yep.
Any of you excited for that?
Yeah, the mini NES.
Yeah, the mini NES.
Oh, well,
No, you're not
I don't
excited.
know. I'm more excited with PS4, but I mean, it's a good thing for those who need to like remember stuff
It's
or
What?
just wants to go back to memory lane.
uh-huh. It's $60. It's not really at for console price. It's the price of a new game, and it comes with a lot of things like Legend of Zelda, Balloon Fight. What else? Metroid, Castlevania 1 and 2, Super Mario Brothers 1 and 2, and a lot. Kid Icarus. Kid Icarus, a lot of people haven't played Kid Icarus. They know him from the 3DS game and from
Super Smash
Smash.
Brothers.
Yeah. But no one actually played the first game. So this is a way of introducing people to Kid Icarus.
Well, for me, I don't think I'll be like, even if I had the money to shill for this thing, I honestly wouldn't get it. The only time I'd probably get it is if I have a child and I want the child to try out all these games. But aside from that, I don't think I'm the market for it. Although I love Nintendo so much, I don't think I'll buy it because they have this whole on the 3DS. They
Yeah,
actually port their old games to the DS. So this is like redundancy for me. I don't need I'm not very big on physical things, so I'm probably not gonna get it.
I think
Yeah.
the problem with the eShop is that it's not universal. Like you buy a thing and then you can't play it on another thing. Like you buy the, let's say, Mario on Wii U. It's different. You can't play it on your 3DS. At least that's what it was. That's the way it was before. People had to
Yeah.
buy multiple times.
Well, they're moving away from that now, as far as I've noticed, and it's been great because you can play on your PC, you can play on your Xbox 360, and and the world is okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Ara?
I wonder how the PlayStation fanboys feel about this.
Yeah. Well, how does Lee feel about the old Nintendo Entertainment System coming back?
No, I'm fine with it coming back. I mean, that's where we all grew up, actually. So, it's definitely a good start for those people who just wants to get acquainted with consoles. Or even the little kids. I mean, you can't really expect a little kid to play right away on PS4 or whatever. I mean, you can, but
yeah.
yeah.
The thing is, a thing of importance or of note is that this is the NES. We actually never got the NES here in Philippines.
That's true.
We
We only
got
got the family computer.
Yeah, which is actually the same thing except packaged differently. So the design of the box is new. It's new for a lot of us, or should be new to
Like-
a lot of us.
I am the practical consumer guy here. Let's be honest. Like there is a way to get all these. You know those Chinese pirated gaming consoles?
Bad.
No, I will talk about. I will talk because it exists. There is that thing that I've recommended to Andy, who is a parent, and he wants his children to play games, right? And he's like, they're so expensive. I want them to try the games I was able to play, but I don't want to spend so much money because these games are super expensive now that they're retro. And I told them, you know what? There are all of these fake consoles out there, and they virtually do the same thing, except that they're not legit. Which I know it sucks, but let's be honest, we're poor. You can actually
Yeah,
play all of these.
there are like
Oh.
DVD players that play family computer games.
Really?
Really?
I didn't know
Yeah, there
that.
are. I had one before.
I know that
I don't.
that some toy shops sell those controller things that have built-in games.
Controller thing.
Yeah, they do, and
Yeah.
they boast 100 games, which is about
Yeah,
70 more than what this thing has.
Oh man, I remember something. Do you remember those cartridges back then where they're
The
like 100 plus
101.
games?
Mm.
Yeah.
Those
yeah.
those
I
are
think
fake, to be honest.
yeah, those are fake, but it's like, oh wow, this is like all the games from a Famicom placed in one cartridge. put on a TV. I know that my TV or my Sky Cable box used to allow me to play Tetris
Nice.
automatically. I was shocked, like, hey, there is Tetris in this thing. Like when I didn't have internet and I didn't have my console. So
Uh,
it was like,
speaking
let's
of
play Tetris on my cable TV.
speaking of those 100 and whatever, usually it was called 101 games. Um, those were that technically my second Pokemon game, Silver, came from one of those. Like it had
Awesome.
yellow, blue, green, even and red, and it had silver. It didn't have gold.
What's
it had
green?
green is in Japan. It was only green and red. They didn't have blue.
Ah, yeah. I
Which is what?
remember
It's
now.
only fire red and leaf green, right?
Yeah,
Yes. I remember now.
and that
Only forgot about that.
it was also the place where I played the Pokemon trading card game. So it
Oh,
was,
yeah, that game is the best! I
yeah.
love that game. Too bad it's so terrible if you play it now. The graphics are so terrible, I can't take it.
Yeah, because
And the loading is so slow. It's like, you cannot skip any cutscene.
it's not even it was not created for the Game Boy Color as well. So unlike the original Pokemon, where if you play it on color, every town had a different shade of something. This one was just even played on color was still versions of green.
But it was so fun. I loved it so much.
Yeah,
They
it
should
was.
make something. But they already have a TCG. We already have Hearthstone. I
I
don't think
I was actually
and Gwen.
I was actually scolded as a kid because I wanted to when my birthday is on June and June is enrollment time. I did not have
Oh
school
my
shoes,
god.
but I really
Oh my
wanted
god, you did
I really wanted that Pokemon game. Yeah.
You squandered your school shoes
hmm
for this game,
Mhm.
and you're so proud of it.
Yeah, it was a value. I got 101 games for like how much was it? 500.
Oh man, you're the worst.
While we're on this topic, this is actually a perfect time to mention the question of the week. If you are to buy the Nintendo miniature NES, what game would no? Sorry, rephrase. What game on of the 30 listed would make you consider buying a Nintendo miniature NES? Post that in the comments to be entered in the giveaway raffle at the end of the month. Okay, let's continue. Where were we? Hello, friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
We actually have about 7 minutes left. We kind of talked about everything that was important except for Leafs Fallout Shelter. We glossed over that. You wanted to talk about Fallout Shelter?
Yeah, I guess I can talk a bit. It's out now on PC.
It's out now. Okay.
I've yeah. I actually recently just installed it on my phone, but then it came out like 2 days after on the PC. So now I'm playing on the PC, and yeah, they've had a lot of updates since the last time I played it. There are now pets. There's actually something called quests now. For the overseer.
Mm-hmm. That's you, right?
Yeah,
The
there's a lot
overseer.
of improvements to the game. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
free,
it's
though.
actually yeah, and it's free. So like, if people want to check it out, it's something that you can play on your free time because it's just it's sort of like an idle game, I guess.
Since you have it on the phone, why would you want to play it on PC? Wouldn't you rather
you-
play
Because
something
it's
else?
like a Facebook game. It's like a Facebook game.
Yeah,
It's
it's his
bigger.
type of game. Yeah,
Yeah, it's bigger on your TV, like more screen.
more screen. Okay.
Sure.
Because for me personally, I would rather. It's actually why I'm kind of waiting for Darkest Dungeon on Vita because I want to play something intense, active, and fast paced on the big screen, while something slow, meticulous, and um, something that requires a lot of thinking on something small and mobile.
Well, let me tell you my experience about this game. I
Which
got it
one?
on my phone.
Okay, Fallout
Um,
Shelter.
Fallout Shelter. I got it on my phone, and I installed it, but it sucks because there are times when it just freezes because it doesn't register my tap. When I tap it on my screen, it just doesn't understand because you have to tap and drag the
Mm-hmm.
people into specific rooms, right? And sometimes it just doesn't work. So I was like, okay, fuck this game, I'm uninstalling it. And then now I got it on my PC. Oh, by the way, when you install this game, even if it's free, you have to download the Bethesda launcher. So when you get the launcher, that's when you can get the game. Yeah. So on your PC, it just works perfectly. It's just that it wasn't made for the PC because you have to wait on it. So unless you stay at home all day, you wouldn't have time to play it at all. So I wish they'd make the mobile version better.
Burn on leaf. How about you,
That
Ara?
wasn't intentional. I'm sorry.
How about you, Ara? Any thoughts on Fallout or mobile games going to PC?
Nothing really. I think it gives some people the chance to play the game
Mhm.
without having to drain out their mobile battery.
That's true.
But
Yeah,
I haven't
that's
actually.
actually one
Yeah,
way.
yeah.
Does, does your progress carry over? That would be awesome. No?
No, I don't think
No.
so. You have to start over.
That sucks.
Yes,
I
yes,
think
certainly does.
one game that I experienced wherein it was actually PC and then moved to mobile
Uh-huh.
is Token Ranbu. It's a Japanese game, browser game.
Uh-huh.
It still needs the internet with your phone though, but the good thing about it is if you have an account on the website, like on the browser website, you can carry over any information from that website to your phone, and then if you choose to get back to the website, you can still port your data from your phone to the website. So
Yeah, that's nice.
Japan.
Is that a love game?
Not really. It's more of like, hey, I get more people to play, and not how they call this game.
Is that what it's called now? Love game?
Yes.
Because Carla Miguel thinks it's a visual novel. It's not a love game.
Okay.
That's what we
not
call
I don't
visual
know how to
novels now.
explain it.
That's what we call. That's what we have to call it in this thing. We always have to call visual novels love game.
Love.
Yes.
We love
Yes.
the game. We love the
Even Steins Gate and Psychopaths, where they're not technically love. But
Yeah, it's automatically
Yeah,
love
love
game.
Leaf, is there any PC specific content for the Fallout Shelter
For
on
Fallout?
PC? Yeah. Something that would make me want to try the Fallout Shelter on PC. Because if
I
not,
think you don't even try it if you don't have a phone, I guess.
Okay, because
Like if you can afford a phone that can run it smoothly, then play it on PC. Because it runs smoothly on PC.
okay, because the thing is, I have this War of Mine, which is arguably better, and won't require me to download a third-party app.
Yeah, I think you have to download the launcher to play this game is the biggest negative thing for me. Because it's like, I already have Battle.net, I already have Garena, I already have so many other launchers.
We have Origins, we have a lot of things. I even got Uplay
Yeah.
because of the
Yeah, I have
anniversary.
to have Uplay too.
You play because of the Prince of Persia game.
Yeah.
I have Uplay because Anno. And Anno, even if I bought it through Steam, the game forces you to download the launcher and it sucks.
Yeah. So that's it for this episode. Any last thoughts on anything?
No.
No, nothing. Japan was great, right?
My
I
last
don't
thoughts.
know.
Okay.
Please give us Pokemon Go. Please give us Pokemon Go. I'm so
Yeah,
tired
please.
of
Please
waiting.
give us
Play it now, so
Please give us Pokemon Go.
Let's have
And while you're
Pokemon
waiting
Go.
for Pokemon Go, why? While you're not hunting Pokemon for Pokemon Go, why not hunt monsters with Monster Hunter?
Ha! No.
I
In Pokemon, you get to like love them. In,
get to
in
love
Monster
love
Hunter, you
them.
just kill. Yeah, with your sword.
get to love
That sounds
the-
wrong, but never mind.
Yeah, you
I
kill
didn't-
them.
I just didn't say that.
They they love me because they provide me clothes. That's how
Oh,
love
and Vicky,
works.
you would like Witcher 3 because it also has goats.
And has a lot of
Show me-
goats.
Lots
give
of
me a
goats.
screenshot. Give me a screenshot
Okay.
and I'll think
I
about
will.
it.
Okay, that's
Yeah, lots of goats, and you can kill them actually.
okay. That's episode 5 of the Games Exchange podcast. You can find us on our YouTube channels and Ara on her Twitter. Ara make a YouTube
My
channel.
Twitter.
Yes.
Soon.
Yes.
Soon. The question of the week was asked earlier. I won't say when, so that you guys won't jump to it. That's the only way to be part of the raffle moving forward. I hope you enjoy. We are currently working on a deal for a weekly giveaway, or at least a giveaway that happens during the show. It's gonna be a shirt, right, Mick? Did he talk to you about
What?
it?
Yeah.
Nope.
I think so.
He
Maybe Ara, not me.
he mentioned that he would want every new design he has, he would raffle off one on the show.
Well, we'll see.
Uh-huh. Hope you guys are there for that. Till next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.